watching the Airfix Sprue Talk live, and it's been fascinating to watch and to listen to Dale and the team talk about Airfix. And couple of highlights came across was that the Spitfire, the new 1 to 24th scale Spitfire, will now be manufactured in the UK, which is fabulous news. I just got to go on to here and try and find my channel so I can see the comments on my iPad somewhere here. If I go to home and then I can talk to you. Whoops, I'll see what's going on here. Put that on. That's good. Let's have a look and see the that's it, live stream part 5. So yeah, so there we go. Hi to Celtic West. Hi, nice to see you. Hi, Jimmy Murray, Kits and Bits, thanks for joining me. Plastic Alchemist, thank you again for joining me. Hi, Scratching Pete. Scale Model was thinking the same, buddy. What was that? You should see how us pros do it. But I wanted to see the end of Sprue Talk because Sprue Talk was fantastic. Really, really good. If you own the free Enterprise to ship or the ferry, apparently they were saying that they were going to re-release it as a vintage classic. Even got to the point of scanning the box art, and unfortunately they have either the tool's been broken or it's lost, so they can't re-release it as a vintage classic. Hi, Viable Solutions, nice to see you. All good. Yes, I've been working on this Concorde, and as you know, I have with these, I have inside, I have sprayed them with Tamiya primer inside, so hopefully we'll be able to paint the fans in the front of the engines there, and so we're going to try and stick all that together tonight. So the glue job was pretty good. I'm going to sand this down to give it a bit of a finish. I've got some 1000 grit here just to go over and take off the glue or the cement marks there, but it has now come together. It's still a little bit of a bend there, but I'm not too worried about that. So we'll just go over this, give it a good clean up. Hi, Sprue and Glue. Yeah, sorry, Plastic Alchemist, but I wanted to see to the end of Sprue Talk before I got back into doing this tonight. I hope you're well, mate, and give us a chat on Discord when you're free. And yeah, might even do some live streams or something of us building our models together. So at this rate, we're going to be looking at putting the wings on. I presume we're going to need a little bit of filler in the groove there, but we'll make sure that it's it all fits together nicely. Yeah, it don't seem to be too bad. I'll probably I'll push him down so he's level at the bottom, and then put a little bit of perfect plastic putty in there. Let that go off, and then just rub it dry. That's the plan for that. So the wings need to be put together. A little bit of work done with the filler. Let's try this side as well. Yeah, not too bad of a fit. They are going to need a little bit of work. I'm just going to take that pin there. So it is going to need a little bit of filler here to get them to sit properly. So that's a good start. So I'm going to be using some of this, which is my favourite glue at the moment, which is the Humbrol Precision Poly Cement. Whether to get the lighter out, or is it going to squeeze for me? It looks like I have to get the lighter out and clean up the nose, which is easily done. If I can find my lighter, there it is. So if it's blocked, get your lighter out and then just let it heat up a little bit, burn off all that cement. There you are, it's all clean again. So hopefully the cement will come out. There you go, there's the cement coming out now. So a little bit in the hole there. Just go up the side of the wing. Try to get this cement to. Wow, there you go. Looking good. A little bit in here. Right to the very end. Whoops, dropped it a little bit there. Always will be cleaned up anyway to make sure it fits nice. So there's a bit there. Grab this wing. a little bit on here, underneath as well. Make sure we get plenty in there. And then we just slot it in. It's got a location pin at the front as well. And then we push in and we just hold it in that down position there. Let's just see if we can get it to look a bit straighter. It's looking pretty good to me. And we just leave that to, just hold on to that for a bit to let the cement do its work. I'll have a look at the comments. Hi Mars, quick question. Do you have to fill out all those forms every year for the American taxing? Yes, you do. But they will notify you when you need to do it again when it comes to YouTube. Love the idea of building together. Yep, definitely. I think we need to do that and start. And then we jump on each other's channel and advertise it, so we help each other out and build our subscriber base, most definitely. A little bit. I'm always up for a good build off with other modelers, definitely. Like Sprue and Glue, you should come on as well, mate. Get yourself a model kit. I've got one here to send to you, mate. I've just not done it yet, but it's in the van at the moment. I will get that kit sent up to you. You're gonna like that kit I'll send to you. All right, my friends. So that's gluing away nicely. There's a hell of a gap there, isn't there? But I'm just trying to make the wings as straight as I can. It's a bit of a shame that. Let's lift him up a little bit. It's going to take a little bit of work, this, I think, to get it looking pucker. It's going to take a bit of, quite a bit of plastic, perfect plastic putty to get this together. Just hold this in for now. Let the glue set as much as possible. We have to put some more glue in, I think. Hi Tam Kits and Bits, Scale Modelling. Nice to see you, mate. That's John Alec. Nice to see you, my friend. Joining. Hi, Ollie 5050. Yoso Plastic Model Kits. Joe CO Plastic Model Kits. Nice to see you too. Welcome along. So I'm just going to keep this glued in. It's trying to touch the glue at the minute. It is coming together a little bit. It is starting to seal up. I may put some extra thin down here as well. But it looks like I'm going to need quite a bit of need a little bit of work, yes, I'm afraid. It's that end bit as well, isn't it? That needs to go up straight. Get that pulled in together. Hopefully hold it a bit. Morning, Scale Model Magic. Hope you're well. So yeah, we've got 10 people watching, which is good. Thank you all for joining us. But yeah, I think we get some more modelers on here and have like a model off and watch each other build models as we go. It seems to have set. I'm just going to leave that upright for a minute. Try to make sure he's as straight as he can. I don't think that looks too bad. So we'll just leave that there for a minute. But it is going to take a lot of filler on this one, I think. So we'll just put some more glue in here. Make sure the glue reacts to the plastic. Help it weld together. Onto the edge there. It is dropping a little bit here, which is a bit frustrating. Need it to stay up there. So I need it to go straight up to that point there. So come on. You just stay where you gotta stay. I'll put a little bit more in there just to really focus that up so it stays as straight as possible. It's keep falling down. There's a little bit of it's a bit tetchy there. You see what I'm trying to do there? Trying to make sure that lines up with the end of the wing. So as soon as I let go, it drops. So I'm gonna have to just hold it here, I think, for a bit. hopefully that'll weld in. He's dead on, though, isn't he? He's a little bit low. Come up you go, just a tiny bit more. That's him. Just hold him there, keep him in. Yeah, it is definitely kits and bits. Yeah, great place to learn, because every modeler does something a little bit different, you know. Like the other night, I did laugh at one of the subscribers here. I brought out my my flexi files, and he said, if I didn't have to buy any more equipment, Moz brings out something I haven't got, and I'm going to have to go and buy it now. Just a question, has Airfix jumped the price over there because they've jumped up here by a long shot? Yeah. Yeah, 172 scale. I think they are trying to keep it under the £15 mark, but there were times when I was buying 172 scale for £9. And also, it's not just the price of the kits. Yeah, the taxes involved as well are going up. If you don't know, I used to work in the trade, and we used to see a lot of stuff being sent over from China, and we were told that the storage, the containers, it used to be about £1,000 to send a container across the waters to the UK from China or from wherever, India, wherever it was coming from. But it topped £8,000, $8,000 to ship a container at one point. Careful now, kits and bits. I'm not going to repeat that. Right, so there you go. It is a little bit low. Just a tad low. I want to get him up a little bit. He's looking pretty straight. He's just a little bit low at the back here. I can't seem to get him to go up and stay in that position there. I'm hoping that the glue will set so it won't move too much. What's it been now? 20 years since Concorde flew? Was it 1996? Last time it proper flew? I can't remember now. Yeah, I understand that, John. They Airfix are looking at distributors now. You know, it is difficult to get an Airfix kit, but you're lucky because you've got, like, I think you're pretty sus for Tamiya and stuff in the States, aren't you? Well, it has attached all right. It's not perfect, this wing, but it's on. As it is a vintage classic, it's popped out there. Just blowing on this, make it work. Last flight was 2003, was it? Crumbs. But when was the actual accident? Was that 95 or 96? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that is absolutely pucker. That's leveled up. Yeah, I think it was 96. I think I just left school before I went to college. Was that when the accident was it? 25th of July, 2007? 2000. Was it really that late on, was it? That Tempest is a brilliant kit. Have you seen my build on that Tempest? I loved it. I loved the way the fuselage fits onto the wings. Really well engineered. Really well engineered. When you put the air intake at the bottom, remember it goes at, you actually see a gap there, and that's what worried me. I had it the wrong way around, but no, you have it the right way around. But the fuselage goes, the wings go into the bottom end of the fuselage, and it hides all the gap. So don't worry if you see a gap, it will be sussed. That's pretty well glued in now, after holding it for ages. just run a bead of cement down here just to give it a final touch. But yeah, this is my glue of choice now. It's the Humbrol poly cement. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. I'm just gonna take a bit of filler in there, just to make up that gap. Sand it all back. But he is level. Yeah, he's pretty level. For what we need anyway. So I'm gonna leave that to dry a minute. Leave that upright. Leave that to dry. I got the 10% and the 20% off member sale. Yes. Good. Hi, Sarah Jane. Nice to see you. How's your cars doing? Are you doing more? Is it 1/24 scale you do? Have you done an alpha model yet with the all the 3D printed resin stuff? Can you let me know in the chat? Because I've seen a lot of adverts for them. It's Alpha Models, it's called. Alpha Models. They do some incredible 1/24 scale cars. I think they just brought out the a Lamborghini and a Bugatti as well. They look pretty cool. The B17 in my country has jumped from $60 to 80 Australian dollars, about the same price as the Lank. Yeah, I'll find out for you if you like. Airfix B17. I wonder what they're doing on the website. Let me just load up. Airfix B17. What scale is that B7? What scale is that B17? What scale is that B17? Is that the 1/72 scale? Still doing 1/24th, yes. Race cars though, not done resin stuff, it scares you. Yeah, I've heard bad things about resin. You know, you shouldn't go sanding it down because it's bad for your lungs or something. But yeah, the Tempest is a lovely build. Really enjoyed building that. Thoroughly enjoyed it, to be fair. Really, really good. Yeah, is it 120? Is it one? Yeah, £32. And what's that in American dollars? Let's have a look, shall we? 32 in Australian dollars. 32 Australian. Let's do it the other way. 32 Australian dollars to Australian. Yeah, £32 is roughly $56. So yeah, I think you're paying more for the taxes of it, I think, and also shipping costs out to Australia is getting ridiculous. Because if I'm right in what I'm saying is that they come to America, the UK, they go the tooling's made in China, then the tooling gets shipped to India. Oh, crumbs. No, that's not the actual price for that limb, because that's that limb 5 is a Reebok, isn't it? New decals. Yeah, the limb 5 is just the decals. When I built that Concorde back in the black and white days of initial release, the kit was moulded in white. Was it? Interesting. I think you could be right there. A lot of it was. Yeah, I just looked up the free enterprise model. The Airfix won't be able to release because they can't find the tooling. And that was all white as well, interestingly enough. Yeah, back in the day. So is that pretty much together now? I think that's pretty much good. Let's see what this is like then. If I push that in there and link it together. See, it's just dropping down slightly at the end, which is a bit of a shame. But what I'm going to do is I think I might use the thicker Tamiya cement on this. This is the thicker stuff. This is in the white bottle. Oh, dropped a bit then. A little bit too much on the brush. Here you go. Just go over that. That's it. Up to the point. Yeah, let's use the thicker Tamiya on this bit. And I just drip that off there. Try and get that touch bit there. Yes, I've used a lot, but I'm just trying to make it a bit easier. I haven't done that, have I? Just a little tap of that one there. And then a little tap underneath. I think that will do. This is thicker stuff. This is the Tamiya white bottle, this stuff. Let's see if that helps me with keeping this into some sort of shape. Into the location pin, there it goes. And then we'll hold it together. Lifting that bottom bit up at the end, and let's just hold it and see what happens. Shipping costs are getting ridiculously, I agree. Yeah, and it's not for want of trying, you know. As a lot of you know, I dabble in eBay. And I've got a friend who's got massive stores in, you know, eBay do their own like GSP, which is a global shipping program. And some of the costs that they put on top of theirs is astronomical. You got the B17 at the works for 13 quid. Do you know what? I've been in the works, right? I've never seen deals in the works. All right, the books, brilliant. But no, I've never seen the, I've never had a good, I've never seen a model kit cheap in the works. But I have got bits and pieces from the works over the years. See, that's gluing together nicely. Now, maybe I should use the thicker glue to get that looking pretty bumped at the end there. And it's still in my parents' attic minus the wheels, yeah, I can't hear that. Do you reckon so, Celtic West, do you? That the white plastic was better? I was in 2018. Cool, crumbs, that was like 5 years ago now. See, one side's fitted better than the other side on this one. Oh, that's glued nice. Look at that. Let's make sure he's looking pretty straight to me. Yeah. So that's dropped again. I'm going to lose that wing, I think. If I'm not careful, I'll have to sand that down. But that's coming together nicely. That's going to need a bit more filler in that side than the other side. But he's dead flat there now. So we need to put filler in here, all the way up. Filler in there. Sand it all back. And try and appease the gods. It's coming on, isn't it? There you go. Yeah. We need a bit of filler in this one, gents, isn't it? So if the wheels go there, is that, oh, that's good. It's not going to be a, so the wheels are there, that's not going to be a tail sitter. That's good, there's some weight there. That's where the wheels are going to go. So the wheels are going to go there. Yeah, you got plenty of weight at the front there. That's easy done there. So I was worried about not putting some weight in the front nose. Didn't say in the instructions to put weight in the nose either, so could be onto a winner there. We'll just leave that to dry for a bit. Yeah, I understand that, Kits, yeah. I got my paintbrushes from there though, which are pretty good. From the works, some good paintbrushes. Um, 31 this side, and it goes up there, and whoops, so you got a link at the side there, link there. Put him back, and that's where he's going to go. That's where that's going to fit in there. looking too bad. I suggest trying Vallejo plastic putty. It's water-based and be clean with the cotton bud. Yeah, it's the same. I've got this one here, which is the perfect plastic putty, which is good stuff. And I've got the Vallejo Plastico as well. I'll have a go with this one, see what it's like then. If you're suggesting that, I'll try that one instead. I have loads of 54mm figures in white plastic, much nicer. Yeah. I've been looking for the old Airfix SRN1, cheapest is £86. Has to be gold plated at that price. Yeah. On Sprue Talk tonight, they do have the tooling for that SRN1. And the SRN4 as well. The Vallejo acrylic putty is excellent. I'll leave this to dry. What I'll do, I'll probably leave this to dry overnight actually. And then put a thin over then and just let it dry for say half an hour. And then just with a wet cotton bud, just rub it out. So it just goes in the cracks, in the grooves there. And it'll come together nicely. Looking good. On the instruction front, yeah. I was thinking of creating like they call them a zine, which is like an A5 little magazine, and it's roughly made, but then you just print it off in your printer. Would you be interested if I made a little zine every so often for the members of the channel? What do you think of that? Ah, well done, Sarah Jane. Well done, Sarah Jane. Yeah. White plastic bag. See, even they're talking tonight, saying that they're talking. See, there was a big rumour that the reason they were getting the kits created or manufactured in India was that the plastic was good. But even tonight, they've been discussing about what type of plastic to use and about the consistencies of plastic. See, my beef with Humbrol is that I love Humbrol products. I really do. I've got their dropper bottles. I've sprayed with their dropper bottles. I like the rattle can range, and people laugh at me. But do you know what, right? Sometimes, say you do a kit like this, when all it needs is one coat of white or 2 coats of white paint, why bother with an airbrush? Just get the rattle can and go over it with a rattle can. Humbrol spray paints and rattle can paints are fantastic. I really like them. I love the primer. I think the primer is most excellent. At the moment, I haven't got any until I go to Buffers this week. But I've tried this, and it doesn't come out so well. So for me personally, I give it a good shake. I give it the old Port Vale. Give it the old Port Vale, like, you know, Port Vale, yeah. Give it a good old shake with the old, make sure that the thing's gone, and it came out a little bit blotchy. Whereas my weapon of choice is the acrylic primer from Humbrol. I think it's fantastic. Used it on every model I've done on the channel so far. Yeah, okay. I might have a go at I'll have a go. Yeah. All right. I'll create an e-zine that if I make as a PDF that can be downloaded. And it'll be just like an A5 booklet, and you just print off both sides and then just staple it together. And it will just be a bit of fun. Okay, we'll do that. Port Vale, yeah, the old Port Vale. Give it a good shake. Give it the old Port Vale. Yeah. We talked about that at Model Club the other night. With Humbrol, we only have their spray can range and their enamel stuff. Well, you won't soon, because it'll be all the dropper bottles, because the enamel is no longer available. They're having to reformulate it because there's a chemical in it. This is the allegedly, all right? I'm not saying it's true. This is what's been put around on the forums. Look it up yourself. Allegedly, there's a chemical in the enamel range that they say is carcinogenic. But I'm not sure, you know. I think it's all a bit faff, you know. There's modelers in their 70s who sniff and they drink enamel paint. There's nothing ever happened to them. And also, do you know why you can't buy this directly in the UK? Because it's carcinogenic, and people don't know this. You know, I was told by a reputable supplier when I asked them about this, And you have to buy this abroad and get it sent in because it's carcinogenic. It's here you go. It says even the warning signs on here. Did you see the warning signs? Let me just pull this off. By the way, Bulldog Models, what a legend. Gotta love the guy. Some of the stuff he creates is brilliant. Even on here it says the product can expose you to chemicals including ethylbenzene, which is known to the state of California to cause cancer or birth defects or other reproductive harm. That's why you can't buy this. You try and buy it in the UK, it's a nightmare. But you can make your own washes up using oil paints. And I was shown a technique how to do that the other week, and I'm going to start using that technique, using oil paints and well, basically it's a white spirit, but low odor white spirit. But you can use the Humbrol range. I've got the Humbrol range. If you want a wash, which is legit in this country. There you go. I've got some here. I've got the Humbrol Black Wash range, which is pretty good stuff. And the Rust Wash. But, you know, give it a good Vallejo again. Give it a good shake up. You see all the minerals at the bottom there. You need to give it a good shake up. So put it in your Hataka lacquer shaker, whatever you use to mix up your paints. But yeah, that's what I use. And also, you know, there's all sorts. They've got all sorts of products that are worth looking at. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We can buy Tamiya panel wash here and have no problem with it. That's right, you can. But in the UK, because we were under European regulation laws, you couldn't buy it. Yeah, it's okay. It means you can get it in California, right? Yeah. Well, it was America who first banned MDF back in the 90s, because I was doing my carpentry and joinery MVQ, and there was a lot of talk about, you know, when you're cutting up MDF, because it's not the fibers, it's the glue in the fibers, was cancerous, and they banned MDF in the United States. And that's why IKEA and the likes always use chipboard, not MDF. Yeah, that sounds about right, Sarah. Yeah, it sounds about right. I have got a range of enamels. I don't use them at all. Don't use enamels, but you can use them as washes. If you really thin enamel paint down, you can use it as a wash. Not a problem. There's nothing, even Tanya says chemicals which are known in state California to cause cancer, birth defects, and reproductive harm. So yeah, you don't know, but you try and get black panel line. But you go to your model shop and say, do you stock Tamiya panel line, accent color, brown, black, grey, whatever? They'll tell you no, as I've tried. So I got mine from the States, I think. Yeah, you are pink, Sarah Jane. Mine have that horrible 90s RAF green camouflage as well. Yeah, so that's coming on a bit. I'm quite happy with that. Is it stuck firm? There's a little bit of movement still, so it still has a little bit more to dry. I may just get out the what can I put in there? There's some Humbrol matte there, matte black. Sprue goo for the win. Yes. I've actually started collecting all my plastic parts to make some sprue goo. But the trouble with sprue goo is you've got to really heavily sand it, haven't you? Even crossing the road causes cancer in California. Yeah. Come on. Out he comes. Right. You can't get these anymore. These are all finished now, Humbrol. But they just dry anyway, don't they? Where's that one too? That's the one. Let's give these a bit of a going over here. So I'm not too worried about it. I just want to see it painted black. You won't see them anyway, really, I don't think, once it's all done up. What I will do is highlight them with some white paint, dry brush some white paint on this. I just want to give it a bit of contrast. Tap them in. A little bit of contrast, that's all I want. When he dries, I say I'll go with a white. A white dry brush and just give him a quick dry brush over. So you're not going to see these anyway as you look down. Yeah, come on. I need more glue to breathe, obviously. Them Golden Days stuff was far better. I got the hairy stick out. The hairy stick is out. As I said, what I'll go with a white dry brush, so you can see the fan bits. There you go. Perfect, done. Can be put up. Let me brush. Looking good. Now the thing is though, do I glue the engines on yet, or should I just do the filling first, then put the engines on? Don't know. I think he's a bit blocked, isn't he? It's not too bad. Oh, look at that. Righty tighty. There he comes. Push him out. He's a bit patchy there, isn't he? Remember the old tester stuff? It stunk. The Italian glue at the moment isn't much better. I spilt a bottle of that all over my bench, and my house stunk for days. Yeah. I need to drop off, Moz. We'll catch the rest of this later. Always great to hang out with you. Nice one, John. Nice seeing you, my friend. Yeah, come back if you can and just watch it. And if you can give the channel a like, that would be good. Right, let's get that off. Right, that's coming through a little bit. It's all dry though. It's very dry. But there we go. Airfix can just have rubber bottles of glue. Once pierced, that you can't stop and you have to build it. Oh yeah, I remember that. They were like little capsules. So I remember those capsules as for Calpo, for helping you breathe at night for kids. Oh, look at that. Do you see that? I split the back. Would you look at that? The actual tube's just split there. Bugger. I didn't even press it that hard. Oh. Good thing about this stuff is that when it dries, you can just sand it off your fingers, can't you? Right. Look at that, all coming out there. Wonder if I can do something with that. Get some, just try and squeeze that back down using a pair of pliers. Come on, squeeze that down. That's it. Wipe it off. Wipe that off there. That's it. Get these again, and then give them a twist, and then repair job. There you go, perfect. That's him. Look at that, all repaired. You wouldn't even know it, would you? Wipe him off. Good, right. So, have I told you about these McDonald's stirrers? Fantastic. Break them. Get 2 bumps out of it. Let's have a go at filling this in, shall we? A little bit on the edge there. Straight up, then press him in. There we go. And so McDonald's, pick up these, the old coffee stirrers. Where's me cotton buds tea? Not looking too bad, is it? Fill in that gap. Put a little bit more in there. Just wipe it off. There it is, filled in. See that? All filled in. Perfect. We'll just cut the end of this one off actually. Cut the end off. Come on. There we go. All right. And then we just again rub it in. Quite big a gap, this one. And he goes. Only the SR71 has crossed the Atlantic quicker than the Concorde. Could I, didn't the Lightning cross the Atlantic faster than the Concorde? Or am I making that up? Wasn't there a competition between all the planes? and the Lightning kicked ass. Am I right? I'll go look. You have a look. I'm sure that the Lightning was up there. Did the... let's have a look. Using the Vallejo putty, yeah, when it's all oozing out the rear end. Double-ended tubes again, not good. Humbrol filler does the same over time where it splits. The Concorde was a really fast passenger plane, it was. Join late. What scale is this kit? The scale of the kit is 1 to 144 scale. My mum's been on Concorde as well, Sarah Jane. My mum went on Concorde, way before she died. So. How long will you be on tonight? Probably be fishing in about 20 minutes. How long have I been on so far? Can you let me know in the chat how long I've been on for? So I don't know what time
20 minutes. Counting down.
No, not 20 minutes, no. The SR1 did go Mach 3, LOL. Right, okay, did it. Right. Evening, John. But yeah, but I'm saying, so I think the Lightning beat the Concorde across as well. Went round the planet, so think it's on flight path for landing. I'm good. It's very busy. I'm good. Painting some stuff for my new diorama idea. Nice one, Johan. Hands up, who's seen the Lightning go through the sound barrier? No, I haven't. I didn't see it fly, but I'd love to go to South Africa and see it fly. Yes, also we did it 1 hour 54 minutes. Right, so I've been on for about 50 minutes. So yeah, so I normally come for about an hour, and then I do my other bits. But yeah, that's come through all right. But yeah, get those stirrers from McDonald's. It's a tip from me, and I've never been told off for taking. I only take a handful at a time. I'm not silly, but yeah, I go into McDonald's and pick them up on a regular basis. But I do get coffee quite a lot. It's like they've now started giving you 2 straws. If you get a milkshake now, they give you 2 straws, don't they? Because those other ones are complete crap. The paper ones. There you are. Not badly filled in, I suppose. Good little effort there. Hi, John. Welcome as a subscriber, as a channel member. Thank you very much. If you look in the on the smiley face there, if you click on the smiley face, you'll get extra icons. So you can either have the Moz Models logo, the Airfix logo, the Academy logo, or the Tamiya one. I give them for free. As well, comes with being a subscriber or a member of the channel, which is good. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Yeah, I think the Lightning have, because the Lightning kicked ass from, they had the American version and they had the Russian version, and they all had to shoot down Concorde. And I think the Lightning was the only one that could overtake Concorde and shoot it down. That's what I believe was the story. So let me know in the chat if you know anything different, because I do like the Lightning. I am actually wearing my Lightning t-shirt tonight. So I do like the Lightning. It's one of my favourite planes. Clean this up. The Russian copy of the Concorde was a failure. It was, mate. It was. Whoops, put that in the bin. And noisy. What was it called? Was it the Russian version of the Concorde? I can't remember what it's called now. There was a name for it, wasn't there? There was a name. Concorde ski. That was what the press named it. That wasn't the name of the plane. What was it called again? The Buran was the spaceship that they borrowed, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Was that this? Was that the one? I thought the was it the Tupolev or something? The Tu-144 was local Russian flights just to use it. Okay. So Russian Concorde. The Tupolev. That's it. Tu-144. That's the one. Who said Tu-114? Yeah, that's him. The Tupolev. Yeah. It wasn't that noisy, Concorde, was it? It needed a lot of runway because I remember they extended the runway at Exeter for it to land twice. I think that's what it was back in the day. So his plastic putty is looking pretty good going at the moment. Filling in some of the gaps there. I'll sand this down as well. I'll probably do that off camera. Sand it all down. Then put some of the filler in here as well. I may even use a dissolved putty for that one. Do all that. Give it a good rub down and then it'll be ready for primer. Was it the Paris Air Show it broke up at? It was. 1973. Paris Air Show crash. Then it crashed again. Killed 6 people and 8 people on the six crew and 8 people on the ground. Yeah, crumbs. You got a good memory there, Sarah. Very good memory. Only overstretched it. That sounds about right. That sounds about right indeed. Did anybody else watch the the Airfix Sprue Talk live tonight? Any comments, any questions on that? No, I did. Yeah, I know you there, Sarah. What was your question, Kits and Bits? Was it a random one, like where they produce a 1/24 scale Lancaster? Hasn't Border Models done that? And it's like thousands of pounds. Well, I just want more space stuff. I keep asking for it. They never give it to me though. I'm going to build a space shuttle next, I think. Get a smaller one. But yeah, so how long have I been in the chat for now? Must have been over an hour. Yeah, watched it and got a question answered. Well done, Ollie, 50-50. Yeah, they said they were. They were going to look into that as well. But the trouble is, though, is that that's how they make their money, is by releasing a new kit with a new decal scheme, isn't it? Or decal scheme. Yeah, it is strange, Sarah Jane. I even went to the one in Bristol at oh, I can't know what it's called now, but it was wonderful. So I've been to see the prototype in Somerset, and I've also been to that one in Bristol as well. And they've even started building houses on the runway, so you couldn't even land a plane there now at all. You have to be carted in by lorry. But the Concorde landed. What was it called again? It's not Yatton, is it, in Bristol? What's the place called again I went to? So, anyways, folks, I've been on an hour now. It's 25 to 10. I need to go and brush my teeth, have a shower, and go to bed. Working and get back into work tomorrow. Thanks all for watching. Thank you for our new member of the channel. Thank you very much. Appreciate you joining. John Massey, thanks for becoming a brush painter. And I'll produce an e-zine, or as you know, like a small little magazine, little booklet of little quirky stuff and, you know, how-tos and stuff, and I'll get it put out there as a PDF. Anyways, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers all, have a good evening. Filton, that's it, Filton. I've been to Filton to see it. Have a good one. I'm live tomorrow at 7 if anyone wants to stop by. Unfortunately, I'm discoing at 7 o'clock, mate. My weekends are pretty booked up now till July. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm either doing disco or karaoke for me business. Anyway, have a good one, folks. Take care.